Hi, job seekers. Welcome back to Let's Hear It From, a career podcast powered by Myjobfactory, where we bring forward impactful voices from the world of leadership and HR to guide, inspire, and empower today's job seekers. Before we jump into today's incredible conversation with an incredible guest, let me ask you three questions. Are you sending out resumes and hearing back absolutely nothing? Has applying to jobs become a full time job? And in a job market disrupted by AI, layoffs, and changing employer priorities, what exactly are HR heads looking for now? So, if these questions are giving you sleepless nights, you are watching the right podcast because joining with us today is one Mr. Abhishek Gupta, who is the head of human resources at ZebPay, which is one of India's pioneering crypto platforms. Abhishek ji is a people first HR leader with over 15 years of experience across fintech, retail, logistics, telecom, and now crypto. From setting up high impact HR systems to building learning strategies and nurturing future leaders, he has done it all. He has also been recognized as Pioneering HR Leader of the Year 2025 by CHRO Contacts, Top 35 HR Leaders in India by People Business, and Best Learning Leader of the Year by UBS Forums. And this is just to name a few. So today I am going to ask him questions you always wanted to ask the HR but never could. So without wasting a single second, let's hear it from the horse's mouth. Let's hear it from Abhishek Gupta. Abhishek ji, we are thrilled to have you here today. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Ajay. Thank you. Really appreciate and excited to be here.
Yeah, thanks. So Abhishek ji, let's start this question with a question every frustrated job seeker is asking me today. Do HR teams actually read each and every resume, or are they just screened by AI? How much of hiring today is happening by human beings? How much of hiring today is happening by algorithms? And how can candidates crack the code to even get noticed in the first round of interviews?
Sure. Thank you. I think this is a question that I get very frequently. Let me tell you that yes, we go through the resumes. Naturally, when we talk about the scale, algorithm do the sifting. So the first stage of sifting happens through algorithm, but it's the human heart that hires. Let me tell you, let me assure through you to all the candidates or students who must be listening, or the HR professionals or other professionals who must be listening to this, it's the human heart that hires.
Great.
My advice would be don't fight the robots, rather outsmart them by being so specific about your value that you bring on the table, right? So that both the algorithm and the hiring managers, uh, look even compelled to look into your resume. So one size doesn't fit all. You have to have a I would say, a curated, a very targeted resume of yours, depending upon the opportunity that you are applying for. Having very generic resumes will not help, and even have the potential of getting rejected through the algorithms only, right? And I somehow, many times I give this example in a very lighter vein. It's, getting noticed like a Tinder, right? If you're too generic, you will get swiped left by both, even the machine and the recruiter. So you have to have that kind of specifics with you,
Right.
and that's very, very important. Whether you're applying to an FMCG, fintech, or startup, process the same. The storytelling, the clarity, and the target outreach win every time.
Wow, what a simple and yet such a correct answer. I quickly move on to the next question. So you have built HR systems in different industries, retail, logistics, telecom and fintech and now crypto. So my question is very specific. What really stands out in a candidate today beyond resume? So how do you spot genuine potential in a resume, even if it lacks flashy titles or brand names?
Yeah, that's right. So basically, let me tell you that it's not just about collecting certificates like a Pokemon cards, right? You have multiple certificates in a resume. It's about adaptability, curiosity, and a record of rolling with the punches. That's very, very important.
Wow.
Whether you are interviewing for a bank or a crypto or a food tech startup doesn't matter. The real secret sauce, I'm telling you, Ajay, is someone who turns I don't know into let me figure that out. We are looking for builders. We're looking for problem solvers, basically. And as they say, these days, attitude trumps aptitude, because skills can be taught, but drive is a download. If I say that in a computer language, drive is a download that never needs updating, right? You have to have that hunger. That's
Right.
important. I always, let me tell you on a personal note, I always notice candidates who share stories for learning something hard, something new, driving change, making an impact, right? Even if they didn't really get the success that they really wanted to, in a fast moving sector like crypto or any other thing for that matter, the ability to unlearn and relearn is the new superpower. Let me
Wow.
tell you that.
Wow. Such an apt answer. So, sir, moving on to the next question, sir. Many candidates, I meet, I'm coming across many candidates who have, they are not saying this openly, but somewhere there is a fear for applying to tech startups because they assume that, startups, it's like unstable or it's only for techies. This is the kind of perception they are having. So, what's your advice to, and typically mid-career professionals considering this move in a new age startups?
I think personally, what I believe is never too late to reinvent yourself. Whether it's a traditional conglomerate or it's a startup, everything is good until unless it gives you challenge. And while it sounds cliche, but never a great thing never happens inside the comfort zone. If you're into comfort zone, I don't think that you will be able to achieve anything for that matter. So in my view, do not get scared, do not be fearful. The world is out there. You are there to make an impact. If you are just be there just to be there, then I think nobody can help you. But in my view, everyone should try that. uh, Everyone should try to make an impact across sectors. The people we hire from traditional backgrounds, shine most when they have shown courage, reflection, and the drive to disrupt their own routines per se. So disruption is the key word, Ajay. That's very, very important.
It's not
And
only.
sometimes, to be very honest, sometimes you don't need to really, leap off the cliff. Sometimes it's all you need is a new pair of running shoes for the next hill. As simple as that.
Right. Sir, just slightly stretching this question, I come across a lot of, job seekers, typically mid-career professionals who feel stuck. They have done the same role for years, but don't know how to pivot or how to grow. So, from a talent perspective, what can they do to, signal their readiness for a bigger role, for bigger responsibility? So, any
Sure.
advice for them?
Absolutely. Start with you don't have to actually make sure that first day you have to complete the track. No, absolutely. Start with micro learning, side gigs, having sort of side hustles, learning something new. And in case in the company that you're working right now, challenge yourself. Take the hardest projects in the entire company for that, but entire function that you're working in, right? Why are you scared? The magic happens, as I said, outside your comfort zone. Nobody can achieve unthinkable or big things while working in their comfort zone. So start small and do consistently over the period of time.
Correct, correct. Actually, I have always felt like, sometimes being stuck is actually stability, but then they need to come out of this stable or so-called comfort zone. Sir, moving on to the next question, sir, what are your, thoughts on this? Like, what role do internal referrals and networking really play in getting hired today? So, do HR leaders trust them more than job portals? I mean, what's your take on that?
Yeah, absolutely. Internal referrals are very important. Networking is very important. Network is the new currency. Networking is actually the new currency in the market, right? And I tell this to whenever I speak in many sessions and podcasts like this, I tell people that do go out and make network, make that real connections, make those real engagements with people. Because let's say if someone is now referring you to my firm who is already aware of the culture, aware of the ifs and buts of my firm for that matter, and if that person is referring someone, knowing that this person will be able to make a good impact, then I will actually trust that person more
Yeah.
than a random person coming through a portal or something like that, right? So it really helps. And do whatever it takes, but make sure that you have networks around.
Right. Sir, how is LinkedIn, is LinkedIn, helpful in, building referrals? And
Absolutely.
what's your take on that?
LinkedIn is one of the best thing that right now that we are using right now,
Great.
all especially with the senior level hirings. You
Mm,
have to have LinkedIn profile like that is your resume. That's your digital resume.
right.
It's a reflection of yours, basically. So you have to have that profile. You have to engage with different kind of content. You have to create content sometime, but make sure that you have a very powerful digital profile called LinkedIn, and that can makes wonder in support of you.
Right. So moving on to the next question is, so currently the market is very tough and some people are finding it a bit confusing also because people are being laid off, roles are frozen and rejections feel like, endless. So as an HR leader, what is your honest advice, to someone who is actually feeling negative, actually feeling hopeless right now?
See, I think no need to feel any hopeless anything. See, this is something that whenever it will happen, it will happen. You can't do anything about it. But what you can do right now, that's in your control. That means if you're really working, work really hard, work really smart.
Right,
See if you can make an impact. Typically, and I can tell you, on a lighter vein, but typically the people who become part of this layoff or something of these very unfortunate event are
right,
the people, or at least most of those people are absolutely not making any impact. People who are already on the
right.
bench, people who are not making impact, people who are not doing good also, or people sometimes who are doing okay also. Now
Mm,
that's a different, right? You have to understand. The audience also need to understand doing okay and doing good and doing great. All things are different,
right.
and all people become part of these kind of unfortunate events, because if you're doing just okay, that means you may be the
That,
first one to be on that list.
that
why
won't help.
why to be okay? Why settle for less?
Yes,
Make sure
correct.
that you are the part of that group that is doing great, and let's see who can touch you then.
Absolutely. If we can do great, then why are we settling for okay? Sir, crypto is often seen as a high risk sector, through all said and done. But does this perception hurt your ability somewhere to attract good talent, or attract serious level of talent?
I think I would not say it hurt us our ability. Yes, absolutely. We need a little more clarity. Whenever we interact with talent, we provide a lot of more clarity. We encourage them to read about us, read about the ecosystem. This is not actually, crypto is most misunderstood ecosystem, I would say. And as people are being aware, as people are becoming aware about it, people are reading about it, and they're getting the point that this is something new, right? And nothing to be scared of. This is something which is a very novel technology driven innovation,
Right.
invention for the 21st century. And for the coming years, I'm going to tell you that this is going to be the mainstream as much as possible. So that's very important for us to make sure that our folks are more informed per se,
Mhm.
compared to any traditional industry that we hire.
Correct. So, tell us more, about the company culture of ZebPay. Can you put more light how it is like, working in a company like ZebPay? How typically does a day start? So I'm very much interested in knowing
Absolutely. This is again my favorite topic. We have a very an elevated culture at ZebPay, very enabled culture at ZebPay. We call ourselves Ohana. Ohana is spelled as OHANA. Ohana means family in Hawaiian language. And we believe that we are part of the family. And we live by this. Every Ohana member of ZebPay, as we say Ohana members, they are the epitome of family, right? And when in the family, when we say it's okay to tumble, right? But it's not okay to fall alone. We are always have each other's back.
wow.
And that's where I think as a 160 individuals that right now we are working with, we are trying to punch beyond our weight. And culture is the main ingredient in doing so.
Right.
So that's where I think the ZEP is very high on ownership. This is our firm. This is my firm. This is what we believe in, and whatever it takes to make it work, we will do. That's
Great.
what that's what we do that in ZEP.
So what's your trump card? As of company culture is concerned, is it learning and development, or something else which would you like to share, sir?
Own it. Ownership is my trump card. Fail fast, move fast. We don't really wait for people to make mistakes and all. You just, because you are the ownership of your piece, you have the complete ownership of your piece. Move forward, take those calculated risks, move fast, fail fast, and achieve something out of it. We don't have a lot of time to just think upon, ponder upon on the many things. That's where I think
Correct.
is really helping us.
That's a fast-paced and a collaborative work culture at ZepPay. So, viewers and Abhishek sir, today we are introducing something fresh and something exciting. Our brand new student-led segment called Ask the CEO. This is how it works. So, we invite students to record their own 60-second career-related questions, direct, bold, and curious, just the way we like it. So these
Mhm.
questions are featured in our episodes and are answered by top industry leaders, giving students a chance to get their voices heard on this career podcast. So today we have three stellar questions from three brilliant students from Symbiosis College of Arts and Commerce of Pune, of which I am a proud alumni too. The first question
Uh,
is from Barsha Goyal. Barsha has a question, sir.
Greetings everyone. I am Barsha. I am from Symbiosis College of Arts and Commerce, a third year BCom student. I have a question for you. The question says, what kind of growth or learning do employers at ZebPay experience from those of of the employers who are from a traditional fintech or a finance job?
I think we do not discriminate about any background for that matter. You can be an art graduate, you can be anything. It's just that the one thing that is very, very important, Ajay, is for us to believe and understand our ecosystem, because we are the people who are on a mission. We believe so. If you really can understand our ecosystem, who can really understand, if you can just show me that you have a zeal to understand, you understand what's going on in that entire ecosystem, technically as well as on a leadership side, and that's where I think you score with us. And then once you are part of Ohana, it's absolutely a brilliant journey when you, as I said, move very, very fast, understand things, and make an impact,
Correct.
because it's the impact that counts, not your background, not your pedigree sometime, but the idea is how much impact that you're making, how much you're contributing towards the growth of the company. That's very important for us.
Correct. So second question is from Tanisha Chaudhary. Actually, this is the question which I wanted to ask. ये बच्चे इतने तेजस्वी है.
Good morning. I'm Tanisha Chaudhary and I'm from Symbiosis College and I'm in my second year. And here's my question for you. For students like me who are looking to get into crypto or the fintech industry, what kind of skills or mindset do you look for beyond just the degree or resume?
And, you know,
As I said,
yes,
try learning these things bit by bit, small by small, right? But try to understand what this technology is all about, what blockchain is about, what kind of a changes it's already bringing on the world, in
yes,
India particularly. And then you have to have that kind of mindset. Crypto actually tells you that while crypto market is very volatile, but the idea is volatility is not a bug, but it's a feature of this market. So you
correct,
have to have that mindset, strong mindset, to actually bear with that, and to understand this is a long term game. Crypto, and again, just from your podcast, through the medium of podcast, Ajay, it is not a overnight rich story. No, not at all. It's a scientific innovation backed by a
correct,
solid technological
correct,
fundamentals, and it's a long term game. It's not an
correct,
overnight rich story, which many of us think about it. So that's
right.
a misconception that we are working to remove it from the people's mind.
So the third question from student section, third and the last question is from Harsh Jog. He says,
Everyone, I'm Harsh Zog and I'm a second year student at the Symbiosis College of Arts and Commerce. And my question is, how has remote work and decentralization changed your way of hiring people, and how has it influenced the team culture in crypto companies?
I think remote, while we started with remote, well, in like most of the organizations in COVID, but we have realized very soon after some time that, the fully remote probably is not the best way going forward.
correct,
And I believe, personally also, I believe that hybrid working is the way to go, because it marries both best of the both worlds, particularly. You have the in-person collaboration, yet having the flexibility of allowing people to work a couple of days from home as well. So this is a way that we have got as a learning. Right now, the hybrid is only, we work hybrid particularly where both things work for us, right?
correct,
And the kind of thing that we are actually seeing, that in-person collaboration do help. You cannot achieve it by going completely remote. So for me, hybrid is the work culture that we want to promote, and this is working for us.
correct. The best of both the sides.
Best
Sir,
of the both.
yes, sir. Sir, we quickly move to the last section of this episode, which is I call it as rapid fire. I mean, I expect you to answer it either in one word or in a sentence as short as possible, and you can be informal and extempore, as per your mood. So my first question in rapid fire section is: AI in HR is a friend or an enemy?
It's a friend, absolutely friend. You have to ride that wave.
Correct. Yes, you have to write that way. Very aptly said. Second question is crypto or coffee? What powers your Monday mornings?
Crypto. I'm deeply into it.
Yes, great. Sir, one word your team would use to describe you.
Uh, Tough from outside, soft from inside.
Okay, nice. Leader you admire the most, but from outside HR.
You mean the
Any leader,
anyone
any leader
who
you admire from outside HR,
I admire Mukesh Ambani a lot.
Wow, wow, what an answer. Sir, if HR had a superhero name, what would it be?
Maybe Batman.
My God, my God. Last question of this rapid fire: talent or attitude? Who wins in hiring?
Attitude. For me, 100% attitude.
Great. Sir, if you would not have been in HR, what you would have been doing today?
Marketing.
My goodness, my goodness. I was getting those vibes. So, with this, Abhishek ji, thank you so much for your brutally honest and deeply insightful conversation. You have not only given our listeners clarity, but you have also reminded them that behind every job title is a person and behind every resume is a story. So, viewers, if
Yeah.
today's episode has made you think, smile, or gave you clarity, please follow, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel to stay updated. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Ajay Ankar, and until next time, keep learning, keep growing, keep showing up. Please take care. See you soon in the next episode of Let's Hear It From.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Thank you.